how much longer they're going to be going toe-to-toe in the big ones.
One.
Will contest in future years. Both are getting on a little bit now.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 1.
Mark Williams,
One.
I think in his interview, is quite right that it's unlikely he'll score more than Ronnie O'Sullivan is. I say that because Ronnie hasn't made a century break in this year's event yet. Ronnie O'Sullivan certainly has. Ali Carter had to withdraw through illness. Nothing COVID related, but possibly
8.
issues to do with the Crohn's disease, which he... But it's Mark Williams who has the first decent opportunity here, but the black, as you can see,
14.
we're down to the one table setup now, so obviously setup. Cushions are definitely slow, and that's not a bad thing for the players. They can control the cue ball better then. Well played. 2 for the price of 1, not quite. Mark has a great chance to take this opening frame.
26.
I think Mark Williams has been around long enough is to be aggressive and positive and take the match to him. This is on its way to being
39.
the perfect start.
Mr. Black into
46.
this right corner, in all honesty, looked extremely tight.
With half-century break,
53.
can he get himself over the line in this opening?
Required. A perfect start from Mark Williams' point
60.
of view.
Excellently done by the 3-time world champion. That one had a
67.
little bit of a wobble, but Ronnie O'Sullivan has conceded on this run to the semi-finals. Although remember, of course, to play on has his right, just to get a feel for the table.
Set up as I'm saying, brand new cloth on bed and cushions. Well, I think you can say Mark Williams is in feel of the reaction of the ball on the cloth.
1.
He'll be assessing this table with every and it was a rather injudicious thing for Mark Williams to do, I feel.
Well, if you remember, Dominic, I think you
8.
were working on the... And Ronnie, I think, did the same, either in the first or second frame. He came to the table requiring a huge non-exchange of snookers and safety,
15.
even though it was well over the line. Give the Reds a big lash.
I do from a point of view that he left Ronnie Wrights here and cueing the ball beautifully, just to see when he strikes
23.
the cue ball purely how much backspin.
26.
For instance, there is
35.
Well, the pink doesn't drop,
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
but the first blood goes to Mark Williams,
Mark Williams, 6
who
and
does
5.
indeed make
He leads 1-0 and another slow break off the bottom cushion.
The 3-time world champion warmed up with sausage en route to his 3rd world title. He ended up going for a late night kebab and didn't finish till about 1/2 to an honest, down-to-earth person. I think that's why people like him. There is something of...
Mark very much is a family man these days. In interviews, maybe that he's not practicing as much. Maybe he doesn't think he can play. Another thing,
6.
Rob, worth mentioning, I think when Ronnie's appear to have gone far enough.
Ronnie
And it
O'Sullivan,
hadn't.
13.
Well, they were. Now, as Mark finished on a colour, I'll tell you something.
1.
He's
Mark Williams, 1.
could still extend his lead.
1.
Ronnie O'Sullivan needs to try to do to Mark.
Six.
See the pink spot, it will go. And Ronnie's on his ideal red here. That little trio of reds, just a
13.
Dominic, what's your assessment of the walk-up and the potential of the final? Or do you think it would have interrupted his rhythm and it would have been better
20.
for him to have a match and
only sort of best of 7, best of 9, and Ronnie's the fittest player on the tour in all likelihood, and so I don't here in the semi-finals.
27.
Well, this is the perfect red for Ronnie.
34.
Again, just that little shot there. Oh, took a bit of a risk there, cannoning into other balls, but the mistake here could be costly, but that
42.
was beautifully cued. When you have a new cloth on the table bed, that's a sort of reaction.
50.
parity
58.
is restored by as the third member of this triumvirate of excellence from 1992.
65.
And the early signs are Warriors are poised and ready
73.
for another epic battle.
$81.
Well, we had a fantastic start to the other that match by Jordan Brown.
90.
Pretty much equally impressive in a way.
93.
Had a century of 123 in his first round demolition of Robbie Williams, and he had another of the week.
102.
Absolutely incredible. The only professional player to make over 1,000 centuries. But the break does find... And it's Ronnie O'Sullivan who draws level here.